Hello and welcome to Kedrick Farms. We are doing something a little bit different today. I've got a fancy pair of headphones here today, finally. So we've got the members over in voice chat, and I am getting everything set up today. How is everybody doing today? We are attempting to juggle a whole bunch of stuff today. Unfortunately, my little one's been sick today, so I have been all kinds of out of sorts taking care of him over the evening here. So we haven't had a whole lot of time to set up yet tonight, but we are all jumped onto the server here. We're going to be playing on American Life of Farming tonight, and we've got quite a few people on the server already. So let's go ahead and jump over here into the game. And we'll see how this goes. We've got a full chat tonight. I'm just getting my chat window open here, so I'm missing all the chats already. I see we've got Nagi in chat, even though he's not able to be on the server tonight. We've got Living on a Player here, Junts here from the staff team, Stranded Kanson's on the server here with us, Godly Devil, welcome to chat, sir. Randy Pepler, Meatball, good to see you, sir. Welcome, everybody. Steve, you're looking forward to the Autumn Oak series. I am too. I am definitely looking forward to that. We're gonna be having a lot of fun on that server. So I don't know when I'm gonna launch the first episode of that. We've been getting everything set up. We just got the early copy of that from Dennis Farms here in the last couple of days, and it's been awesome so far. We put out the preview video for it, but we've got a little bit of setup to do on that still. There's a lot of cool mechanics there, and we got to alt tab for a second. I've got my steering wheel isn't steering, so we've got to make one quick adjustment here. Farm Sim 19. I've got different profiles for my steering wheel, so let's see if this works. There we go. We set everything up to play. The new ATS patch came out here recently, and I've been wanting to play that, and it hasn't I haven't used it in so long. I had to set my steering wheel up and everything, and we didn't have all the settings set up right, so I had to reset everything by default. So looks like we're chopping corn here tonight on the server. Steve, is there a rough time frame of when the said map will be publicly released? Dennis Farms didn't give a release date for it, but I know he wants to give some more playtime and some testing and such on it, so we're going to be trying that out and giving him some feedback and just letting him know if we run into any issues, but I haven't heard from a release date yet. Hey, it's Tim in the chat. Welcome to the stream, man. We've got, we bought a new truck on the farm, so for those that have been following along with the multiplayer series here, we've now got 2 trucks. We're still leasing this forage harvester as we need because we just couldn't afford it, but we upgraded to corn silage tonight. Get a bunch of chaff in there. We've made a little bit of updates to the map to hopefully keep things running smoothly here. We're still waiting for Lancy Boy's update to come out officially on the mod hub. Justin Risinger, welcome to chat, sir. Always good to see you. Perma's modding in chat. How you doing, sir? You're barely even late. We're still getting set up for the most part. Meatball, you're too comfy on the couch there. No worries, sir. We've got quite a few people on tonight, actually. We've got, I guess I didn't go down the list here, but we've got Bow Hunters on, Godly Devil and Old Man Jeb are on here. We've got good old Helper P and Stranded Kanson all on the server helping out here. So we're doing good. I mean, we've got open slots on the server still, but we've got near a full house here. I think we're running an 8-slot server for this one since it is a standard size map. Yeah, Tim, we'd love to have you on. I know a lot of people are usually working at some point during this. We're usually able to get most of the people that play on the server on a Tuesday or Thursday night, though. That's kind of why we gelled down to these 2 days is good for live streams. Is not all, but most of the members are usually around on these nights, which is a lot of fun. Bold Walnut, how do you join the server? The server is available for channel members. So if you join the YouTube channel with the join button there below the video, you're able to jump on one of our 3 servers. We're currently running Marksville, Wisconsin, American Life of Farming, which is the map we're playing tonight, and we've got a Oklahoma map that we're playing on now as well. We've got the new version of the Oklahoma 4X set up as our 3rd server, so lots of fun there, playing on 3 different servers. This is the one that I've been streaming on lately because I'm playing Oklahoma single player right now for the Let's Play series, so it kind of made sense. Josh, yeah, unfortunately, my youngest has been down with a 101-degree fever most of the day, most of the afternoon at least, and so I'm feeling it just as we were starting to get on stream here. I'm feeling like I might be coming down with whatever he's got. I was feeling great up until about 20 minutes before the stream, and so we're probably going to be down for the count here tomorrow is my guess. Hopefully it's only a 24-hour gig, but I'm hoping I don't get sick tomorrow because I'm supposed to be going in to see a surgeon tomorrow to talk about getting this stupid hernia that I've been dealing with looked at, so we'd really hate to have to reschedule that due to being sick. We'll just keep drinking the water. That's the plan for tonight. Max and Ray Farms, welcome to the stream. It's always good to see you. Appreciate it, Tim. Oh, I'm reading chat. SK hasn't been bumped into yet, but that was close. That was really close. No crops were harmed. We're all good. So it's always something in our household, though. It just, it feels like it's been a never-ending stream of trying not to get sick or dealing with kids or us being sick, so it'd be nice to skip this one, that's for sure. Moritz Farm. Good to see you in the chat. We've got Jeb over here in our grass field mowing. This grass field, every time we turn around, it feels like it needs to be mowed again. So the good news is I guess we don't have to sit there and keep reseeding it, but at some point we'll probably just put a different crop over there once we get all filled up on hay. Deacon, welcome to the chat. Banana Fish Bones, welcome. Good to see you again, sir. Well, that's the funny thing is, Josh, right after I found out that the little one was sick because he's down here coughing all over me and my computer. So it's probably a little late for that. Stranded wants to do potatoes. I hear there's actually a good Sputnik pack that's been released since the last time I did potatoes. We might need to look at that. All right, I'm actually close enough to full that we should just switch out. And I believe we're putting our silage in these 2 pits here. Looks like we've got Bow Hunter here on the silage blade. We'll come switch out and take a closer look at that here in just a few little bit. All right, now let's see if I can figure out how to dump our silage here. Could have put it in a big pile for him to push, I suppose. It says it's dumping, but I don't see it. Oh, there we go. Typical multi-server lag. Yeah, we've got the foreman here. So let's hop out here for just a second, take a look at this. So this is the new KFM, which I think stands for Carl Farms Machines, K9 Dozer Blade. So looking really good here. We're having a little bit of server lag this evening though. Hopefully it's not my internet going out due to a power failure again. We did lose power about an hour before the stream, so hopefully it stays running here for us. But I'm really liking this Dozer Blade. It looks really cool, and we're gonna give this thing a shot. So let's hop on in here. I know our frame rate's dropping just a little bit there for a second. I think that's a little bit of an issue on my end that I might have to resolve momentarily here. Give me just a second. We'll see if we can minimize this thing and get a little bit better frame rates here. Let's see if this will help. Boom. All right. So this thing's got a ton of options on it as far as adjustments and whatnot. So I'm going to open up the controls here, and you can see as we, if I can get my camera to behave, as we raise and lower this thing, it tips up here once you get to the top. So it's just really cool how this thing works. The hydraulics on it are really well set up. And then we've got the ability to tip it left and right, as you would expect. And then also, if we hold down one of these buttons, is it this one? Yeah, we can actually rotate it on the front as well. So this thing's got just a ton of adjustment, which is kind of handy because doing silage in Farm Sim is kind of a pain. And so sometimes it can really help you get things adjusted well with all the variations. So the only downside is that on multiplayer especially, moving silage around can be a little bit laggy. And so we're gonna drop this down like so and see how this goes. Moving a little bit around. Like I said, the lag with multiplayer is the unfortunate part, is that you're not able to fine-tune the silage pushing as much as you can in single player. But it picks up a full 2 tons of silage here if you get it full, which is kind of cool. And so I'm definitely liking this thing. This is a lot of fun. I can't wait to get a really big pile here. But we're gonna turn this around and push this all back in. I think that one of the things that always drove me nuts about silage is when you're done moving it around and you've got the big pile that's leaking out the front of your silage pit, and this thing's gonna move a lot of that very quickly. I'm missing chat here. Pleasant View Farms, good to see you, man, as always. We're trying to figure out how this blade works here. I'm not picking up as much as I'd like there at the front end. I'd like to get that little bit, and for some reason I can't seem... Oh, I did scoop it. See, this is just me being impatient with multiplayer. So either way, we've got this already 50% compacted. So if you haven't already checked out this stuff from Carl Farms, he's done an absolutely amazing job with this silage blade. It's just a really good setup, and I guess not just the silage blade, but the AFS Connect Steiger series here that he's got. And we're in Helper P's way. We're gonna back on up out of the way here, let him get in here. But we were trying to stay with a New Holland setup on this farm, and to be honest, I just couldn't pass up a chance to try this whole setup out. So it is an awesome setup here. So let me switch back and catch up on chat just a little bit. Noah, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Tim, your preschool director, has 4 sick kids in her class. It's crazy. Yeah, it's hopefully just going to be a short thing here on our end. But yeah, this thing is huge. There's a smaller version, but this felt just about right. We've got the dual 900s on here. I felt like the fatter tires made more sense than the skinnier triples. I don't think this thing goes up to triples with the wider tires. Permas, we were talking about that earlier. The capacities on the bins and stuff on this map are quite a bit smaller than I would have expected. We made an update on the server today to improve the capacity of pretty much everything on the farm, or everything on the map, I should say. And yeah, Justin, this is a very American-style silage blade. I'm trying, so I can lift it up and down. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to tip. Oh, that's my chair sliding back and forth. This is my rotate. That's the tip this way. What is up and down here do? Oh, it's my jacks. Okay. Nope, that's all we've got. Good deal. So I think the trick here in the multiplayer server is to just go slow. Josh, yeah, the worst time to get sick is if you have to do the COVID test. It gets... meh. Luckily, I did get vaccinated, so that should help out from that perspective at least. Toby, Neal, good to see ya. We're talking about the small croak to my voice and the fact that I may be going down with something here in the next few days, but we'll hang in there. Moritz Farm, what model is the Haybine? That's a great question. Let's take a quick look here. That would be this New Holland 8060, I guess. I don't know. I found that on King Mods a little while back. And Bowhunter's going to try and get in here, and it's just absolutely too high to drive a semi over. Give me 1 second. I'm going to squeeze in front of him and see if I can push this from the other side a little bit. We're pushing all the chaff the wrong way, and it's getting mounded up here right on the middle. Looks like he's gonna be just backing it in. He's better at backing up than I am at this point. It's probably easier for the trucks to get in on that end anyway. You're harvesting wheat on American Life tonight, Justin. Very nice. Moritz, you guys have an 8040? Nice. Yeah, I've admittedly never even seen a New Holland Haybine in real life. Haven't gotten a chance to drive one, so. Thomas, you can use the K9 Silage Blade with the 9630. I haven't had a chance to try that yet. I know that there's another silage blade that works with it. If I come into the levelers here, I think this Pitbull blade is supposed to work with those. I just couldn't recall if the new K9 blade would work with it. Need some good off-brand moonshine. There you go. I do. It's funny. I actually did that on one stream. Had a little bit of adult beverage there to sip on. It does help with the throat, believe it or not. So that'll be the after-stream plan. My wife is from Eastern Europe, and they're very firm believers that some strong alcohol can cure a lot of things. They have a special liquor that's designed for when you're sick that you're supposed to drink. It was quite a surprise to me the first time. I was not feeling the best when I was over there, and her mother was like, "Oh no, here, let me give you this and we'll just put it in your coffee. It'll it'll make you feel a ton better. It's like, what? No, it's too early in the morning for this. It's good times. It's like some herbal liquor. I don't know what it was. Alright, I've made enough of a mess here. I think it'll be my turn to switch out with somebody when they bring a truck back, is my guess. I think everybody wants a chance to give this thing a shot. Planting beans on the Millennial Farmer map. Nice. Yeah, I was having a ton of fun on that. It was turning into our live stream map. Really good for testing stuff, but I haven't had a chance to get back on it since we started streaming with the multiplayer server here. DFF, there you go. That's not a New Holland. But it's so shiny. Look at how nice this is. They're from related brands. It's all good. Oh, we got a bit of a peak there. It's interesting is pushing silage is one thing I never got a chance to do in real life. So I'm actually never done anything like this, never even seen it done in person. I keep meaning to visit. I know some people that run a really large dairy operation in southern Minnesota, and I keep meaning to head out there in the summer at some point and when they're chopping corn and just hang out and see how it's all done. Not enough hours in the day. Oh, we got Helper P coming over here. Oh, I should probably get out of his way. I wonder if this thing will fit in the stall. If I can back straight up here into the stall. The tractor will fit, but the blade... Oh, the blade will just fit in here. Look at that. Perfect. See if I can get out of here, though. Boom. So definitely liking this setup a lot better than putting this little blade on the back of the other tractor. That wasn't working out very well for us at all. So let me tab up here. I'm missing one of my two monitors here. Is not showing up right. Give me just a moment. And there we go. Hopefully that works. Looks like Helper P's switching out with me here. And where is our chopper even at? I think we're probably over here. Let's look at the map so I don't go somewhere that we don't need to be. Oh man, it sounds like SK is not following our rows. This is one of those weird fields where we've got the angles. Manga's Farms, hello, how you doing? Yeah, Moritz Farm packing gets boring after a little bit. I think it's a little bit more fun towards the end when you're trying to get it to fit all in, but when you're in the early stages, it's kind of not as interesting. I like it when it's not a drive-through silage pit, but rather when you have the like U shape where you're pushing something up against it. So, Deegan, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. You're on Lone Oak doing hay bales. I need to play Lone Oak still. Before we're done with FS19, I need to bust out Lone Oak. That's one map I haven't really done a full series on yet. I think I started to play on it one time and then got distracted by something else. There we go. Yeah, Toby, I haven't run into anything yet, though, so at least I've got that going for me tonight. where you're at, there's not many bunker silos. Yeah, most of the people in the area where I was at was using like fermenting silos, like the big harvestors and stuff. I'm trying to find a new place to put my bottles since I moved my microphone. I've got this big arm in front of me now, which is a little disorienting. Gotta find new places to put things. We unhooked the steering wheel from the desk and mounted it to the actual steering wheel frame here because I kept pulling it off. There's a reason why Stranded's chopping. There you go. But I use GPS all the time and still manage to run into people, even when I'm chopping. But yeah, keyword yet there. I like that. That's what most people are picking up on. I try to talk accurately when I can. I'm acknowledging that I'm not the best driver. Speaking of which, so I haven't played ATS in, I don't know, months. And I decided I was going to download and try out the new patch that came out a few days back, or maybe it's been a little bit longer than that at this point. And definitely at some point going to have to do a video on that because that was a disaster. I have never run into so many things with a semi-truck before in my life, so that was a lot of fun, but also would have made for some great bloopers had I had the camera on. Sonia, welcome to chat. Good to see you. We're chopping corn tonight on American Life of Farming. Although we've shortened it to American Life Farming because Lancey Boy seems to have been doing that lately in most of his posts. And all the abbreviations now is that it's ALF, which it works out really well if you're old like me. Throwbacks to old TV shows. Cougar End, you're in there lurking. Just wanted to thank me for all the tutorials. Appreciate it, sir. It means a lot. I do enjoy putting together tutorial content. One of the things that I always wanted to do when I started getting into making farm sim content was do something that was going to benefit people and kind of give back to the community. I've had a lot of great interactions with people in the community. A lot of people have helped me out along the way, and so it's always exciting to be able to do the same thing for other people and share some of the things that I've learned. So it means a lot when I hear that my content has helped other people. Oops, we're turning way too tight there. The camera in this thing is going to drive me nuts. We're going to try and zoom in a little bit here so we're not catching as much of that building. And we might need to take a couple of attempts here to get fixed from overcorrecting ourselves. Oh, we've got an alarm. Hopefully my wife has that alarm too. That's the give the kid more medicine alarm. There we go. All right, camera's out of the building. Truck is almost into the silage pit. So one thing that I do like about playing ATS is that I can actually use my mirrors as mirrors. I prefer backing up from in-cab, believe it or not. Moritz, I should break through the middle so it's easier to move around. Maybe. Broke Digit was starting YouTube hard. I wouldn't say that it was hard. It just took a long time. Like, I started almost 3 years ago. So, you know, if you look at some of the content creators, like I always like to give a shout out to the Farm Sim guy. He's been a great friend of the channel and somebody who's been a lot of fun to hang out with and has taught me a lot. He's grown super fast. I think he got to 20,000 in about a year, or just over a year. I've been kind of, you know, plodding along here for 3 years or so and doing a good job. And so I'm, never really been in much of a hurry or paid that much attention to, the sub counts and stuff like that. I just find there's certain measure of, it's personally rewarding and learning new skills and doing new things, putting content out every day. Yeah, Tim, FSG is just a stand-up guy. Love hanging out and talking to him. Hey, it's Marky the Farmer in chat. How you doing today, man? Oh, it's your birthday today. Well, happy birthday, man. It's always good to see you in chat. Yeah, Justin, the irony is in real life, I used to drive semi all the time 25 years ago. Video game driving, not my friend. Yeah, the blade on that Steiger, members chat's kind of going in my background and behind me here, and they're talking about how nice the Steiger blade is for leveling and all the different movements you can get on it. Old man Jeb out there putting in the rows on the grass field here. Now the question is we've also got somebody else out there moving on the tedder there, I think. I think that's Godly Devil out there with the tedder. So we might actually be able to pick up this hay before we return the lease on this chopper. Be nice to not spend all that money for once. Noah, you're on American Life Farming, but on the Xbox. Nice. Yeah, I think this would be a great console map. So, Toby Neal, what helped me get more subs when I started speaking in my videos? Oh yeah, for sure. And the time-lapse music I was using back in the early days was admittedly painful. So, Jenkins, say hi from Turkey. Good to see you guys. Yeah, that's the other thing that surprises me and is a lot of fun with YouTube, is seeing how many people from all over the world we get in the channel. I know we get a ton of people. Oh, Stranded's going off the... Oh! Into the tree. Perfect timing there. That was... I'm almost positive that's his GPS was locked and he couldn't turn for a second there. Happens all the time. Happens all the time on multiplayer. Oh. Get straightened out here. Stranded gets the crash counter +1. We'll take it for him. There we go. I just want to make sure it worked, to be honest. Ryan, good to see you in chat. I was saying something. I was on a ramble, and then I lost track of myself. I apologize. Oh, I was saying I love how there's people all over the world in the community. It's so much fun getting to see people from different parts of the world and to learn from them as well. We've definitely talked about different farming practices and stuff on the stream, and seeing how people do things differently than what I'm used to in the U.S., even in different parts of the U.S. Oh, they're going to yell at me. I should have honked the horn when I was getting full. There we go. Yeah, SK is officially ready for his Kettert driving school license now. We've taken on a tree. Welcome to the stream there, Derry. Good to see you as always, sir. I saw you were at a cow show or something earlier. Hope that was a load of fun. Alright, oh, get my camera out of the building here. Let's see if we can pull this off this time. I could just dump this anywhere. We've got this nice silage blade now. I'm just trying to put it in that little valley in between the two parts here, but we'll see if I can pull this off. Marky the Farmer. The server isn't only for moderators, it's for channel members. So if you join and become a member of the YouTube channel here with the join button below the video, we have 3 multiplayer servers that are available. We run on Marksville, Wisconsin, American Life of Farming here, which is what we're playing tonight. And then we've also got Oklahoma 4X map that we're running as well now as of earlier this week, late last week. I can't remember when we stood that up, but last few days. Yeah, Justin, it's funny, is I actually forgot that there was alfalfa on this map, and I don't know why I just turned around like that. Or I would have planted that over here in this grass field. And so the goal is to replant that grass as alfalfa, but every time I go to do it, it's ready to be cut again. And so we always have this conversation of like, well, we could just do one more cut, we'll sell it, and then we'll plant alfalfa. And then it grows back again before we get there. So one of these days. Ray, nice hat. Thank you. I had to find something that didn't have the green in it, so I found on Amazon they had this more, I don't know what you would call it, like construction worker style John Deere hat. Simon's down in Australia in lockdown again. Stay safe, stay healthy there, bud. John Deere Farms, good to see you in the chat, sir. Carson, why did they take the American Life of Farming map off of ModHub? Lancey Boy said they removed it because they were getting ready to release the new version, and then the new version failed testing, and so now, since it had some issues, it has quite a few issues actually under the hood, I think that they opted to just leave the other version and wait until the new version came out. I just don't think he anticipated it was going to take that long to get the new version pushed out to the mod hub. So he put an update out on Facebook today and said that it has been resubmitted to Giants for testing. So hopefully it passes here in the next day or so. Yeah, they removed it for console as well when they removed the PC version by accident, I think. Is what I heard, is that they had intended to only remove the PC version, but there was a miscommunication and they took both versions down. So Thomas, you love the real life farming, keep up the good work, appreciate you, sir. Always love hearing the positive feedback. We're a little behind on videos this week, dealing with sick kids and such, but hopefully we'll get back into it here. We've got the new Dennis Farms map enhancement project version of Autumn Oaks now to try out, and I'm super excited about that map. We're going to actually run that and do a, at least for my opinion, the most realistic, cow farming in Farm Sim is the stuff that he's been doing. And so we're going to run an ultra realistic dairy farm on the Autumn Oaks map and see how that goes. Luckily for me, I have a staff member who happens to live on a dairy farm, so hopefully I can get it right. I'll have lots of feedback when I'm doing things wrong. I know that much at least. Derek, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good this evening. Excited to be streaming tonight. We're making great progress on this corn silage too. It's funny that this has been one of the first times that we've played a multiplayer farm on the channel from scratch, and so we're playing legit. We didn't add any extra money. I've got exactly the same amount of money that everybody else on the map got, and so we're doing it the hard way. So I should bring up the financial screen here. We've been working hard. We paid down our loan. We were maxed out at the 500K loan because we're not running seasons on this map. This is our casual map, and it's been quite the struggle to keep the farm afloat because this land was so expensive. It was $1.7 million to buy the land, so we've been doing a lot of equipment leases here. Justin, I've had a few recommendations for dairy farming channels. I don't typically watch them very often, mostly because it's just not the type of farming that I've been involved with or, you know, generally interested in. But I've had probably 5 or 6 channels recommended to me here over the last few days since I did the Autumn Oaks map and announced that I was going to do a series on it. So if I do end up going down sick, we're going to be watching a lot of YouTube channels trying to learn. Oops, I'm trying not to cut him off. Oh, we're crashed. We're stuck. Well, it was bound to happen. I forgot he's parking to switch out with somebody here. He did tell me that in the voice chat a few minutes ago. All right, we're gonna zip in front of Helper P here. Hopefully he's seeing me coming, and see if we can get this backed in here. Yeah, Ray, I used to work on a small arable farm in southern Minnesota. We did just corn and beans, and so not a lot of animal farming experience firsthand, although I did work for the neighboring farms. I worked on a hog farm for almost 2 years, and then I would go out and help do some of the chores and stuff on a nearby dairy farm, but I didn't do a lot of the stuff that actually interacted with the dairy part of that farm. You know, we were just cutting grass, baling hay, stuff like that, so never got into the feed mechanics or anything like that. So just a few acres is a fun channel. Yeah, there's a oh, I forget the name of it. They had a really creative name that I was checking out here recently, and then there's I can't remember now. I can't remember. There's like, I've got a list though. I write them down. This is why I write things down, because I can't remember things. Toby, did I get the cotton module fixed? So, I think it was actually maybe you that posted in the comments on the video. I'm going to adjust it so I can unload a partial bale in the XML file. I made the change to the XML, but I haven't hopped in the game to record that episode yet. So that is the, that'll be the next thing that I find out in that series, though. Yeah, that's one of the nice things with the dairy farm, and, you know, we've been seeing it in this series. I mean, I think we've done a lot of more of the silage making portions here, but there's always something to do on a dairy farm, as opposed to, you know, when you're growing corn and beans, like, there's a lot of spraying that happens over the summer, but by and large, there's just large periods of time where you're just waiting on things to grow. So Nathan, where do you get the mods to come to the server? So the server is a members multiplayer server, so if you join the channel, there's a join button under the channel there for channel supporters. You're able to get a members only Discord, access to the members only area on the Discord server, and all of the information for the multiplayer servers is there. This is a one of the 3 members multiplayer servers that are available only for channel members. Kip Siegler Farming is a good dairy channel. Nice. I'm gonna have to check some of these out. Definitely. You guys are out combining oats tomorrow in real life. See, I'm jealous. I've got quite a few people. It's funny, so I mentioned a few times now, we've got a Discord server, and we've got probably close to 2,000 people in the Discord server, and we were seeing so many great pictures that we started a real life farming Discord channel within the server, just because there's so many people sharing all these awesome real life farm photos. And so I'm so jealous of everybody getting to actually do the farming in real life. So we're going to be taking a bit of a tour this fall and trying to meet as many people from the community as possible as I make my way from southern Michigan to southern Minnesota. So we'll be, as we get closer to that road trip, I'll be putting out some feelers and trying to stop and visit a bunch of farms on the way, and we'll do some community spotlight of real life farmers later this fall, later this summer, early fall. Oh, Kip Siegler's a dairy farmer in the thumb there. That's cool. That'll actually be something I can relate to being here in Michigan right now. Josh Sanders, come to Canada. Well, if the border ever opens back up, I would love to get up there. We've got a ton of community members up in Canada. And I used to work up there for a while. So spent a lot of time up in the Ontario area. Ray, you're in Wright County, Minnesota. I'm not sure where that is exactly, but I was born down in Albert Lea. Grew up in that area in my teenage years, doing a little bit of farming. My parents are up in the St. Cloud area now. So I get around in Minnesota when I come back to visit. All right, we're going to let Bo Hunter switch in here for the silage. We're going to go ahead and dump what we've got. Run on in here. This bunk is starting to get a fair amount in here. Didn't quite straighten that out enough. Let's try that a second time. There we go. The steering wheel is not very responsive in multiplayer for some reason. You would think if you turned it all the way, it would turn the wheel in the truck, but it seems to have like a 1 to 2 second lag sometimes. I don't know if that's just the latency to the server or what's going on. Central area there, Ray. So, well, Minnesota's big. Central would be probably just south of the Twin Cities then, maybe? Southwest of the Twin Cities? Logan, typically, yeah. You would chop it when it's a little bit greener so that there's still extra nutrients in there for the cows. Unfortunately, this is the multiplayer server, so we planted this less than 24 hours ago, thinking that it would be at about the right stage for the live stream, and time went by a little bit faster than we expected on the server. So we've got mostly done corn here. Yeah, the milking robots and stuff are crazy. Like, the amount of technology that goes into dairy farming these days is just fascinating to me. It's definitely come a long way over the last, 50 years for sure. Airsoft, you're planting beans on Lone Oak right now. Nice. Nathan, Saskatchewan. I gotta get up there and visit some more areas in Canada. For the most part, I've pretty much been to Ontario. Have not gotten around to visit other areas within Canada much. There we go. Yeah, Jaden, I've heard that the 9630 can support the KFM Blade. I'm curious to try that out. It wouldn't make a lot of sense on this particular farm since this is my New Holland farm, so it was a little bit easier to put a case on the New Holland farm, but I think on Autumn Oaks we might be looking for a good silage tractor, so we might have to try the 9630 and see how that works. Backwoods, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Hello from Wisconsin. Yeah, permas, that's kind of what it feels like, is that everything is just sluggish and delayed a bit when I'm steering, so every time I try to fine-tune anything, I feel like it's just jumping around a bit. Yeah, I would love to go out and see like Mike Mitchell. I've not seen the Monettes or Faith Hope Farms. I'm gonna have to check those channels out as well. Scorpion's Edge, good to see ya. How you doing, sir? We've got Forward Ag in the chat. Good to see you, sir, as always. I haven't gotten a chance to check out the latest and greatest that you sent me. It's been a crazy couple of days dealing with all kinds of stuff, to be honest. So I'll definitely have to get that going here on one of these saves, though. Can't wait to see the KC 6000 get released. I know you guys have been working hard on it. I know a lot of people in the community are excited to see that get released. That was almost a crash. Alright, let's see if we can do this time. Oh. We're rubber banding a bit. See, at some point I had fixed my camera so that it wouldn't go on the other side of the building like that, and at some point I undid it, and I don't know when I did that. I have to figure out where those settings are. Dan's farm just got done with 6 out of 16 combines that they use for harvest. That's just crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Shift 4 is the vehicle sync option for the members here. Oh, we just rubbed the semi across that bunk. My bad. Yeah, Tim, I think that's Helper P that's in the silage pit, isn't it? Who do we got running the blade right now? Oh, we got Bow Hunter running the blade at the moment. He's got it all stacked up there nicely, keeping it clean. I think people have been rotating in on the jobs there. And as long as we're waiting, the chopper's busy here. Somebody's running truck. We've got Godly Devil over here on the mower. Looks like he's just cleaning up the last little bits of grass around the outside here. And this field's all tedded up and everything, or mostly tedded up. This is looking good. We've now got more grass than we know what to do with again. More hay. Yeah, Tim, exactly. There's a reason why I only did enough of the bunk work there to show off the blade on stream. Just not my thing. It would not look nearly that nice if I was the one driving it. SK is having brownies and ice cream right now. Definitely jealous. Gotta get your mom my address. She can ship me some brownies. I haven't had good brownies in a while. Faber Farming, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. You've been busy playing on this map too, if I'm not mistaken, Julian. You've been running American Life of Farming series on your YouTube channel. For those that don't know, Julian is Faber Farming. He has been a long-time channel supporter. I think he's been around since before I had a Discord server. He's been hanging around on the channel, and always a great guy. And he's also a fellow YouTuber building out his channel. So if you're looking, he does some great live streams. He always has a lot of fun in his live streams. I go hang out in Julian's live streams from time to time when I've got a few spare minutes. He's always an entertaining guy from the wonderful land of the Netherlands. Dima, it should be pretty sharing your preparations. Are you asking which mods I'm using? Scorpion's Edge brown cookie earlier today. Your wife... Oh, that's right, Scorpion. Your wife is the career baker. My wife's actually a really good cook. She just doesn't do brownies. I turned the wrong way. I don't know what I was thinking. All right. Oh, look at that. That thing's got a pretty long throw on it, actually. There we go. I always forget that I have vehicle speed sync at first. It's like, oh, just turn it on. All your problems will be solved. Team Simulator 2020 or 2022. I am going to be playing Farm Sim 2022, but this is Farm Sim 19. Noah, you're a Twitch streamer. Nice. Yeah, I did a little bit of Twitch back in the day and ran into the problem that it just wasn't a great platform for the kind of content I wanted to do, which was focusing a lot on tutorials and stuff. And so YouTube worked out a lot better for me, and trying to manage two different platforms was honestly just too much for me. And so I was like, well, I could live stream on Twitch and do videos on YouTube, and then YouTube really started doubling down on their streaming stuff, and so I just decided to stay on one platform. Oh man, Belgian waffles. That would be, that sounds good. Xavier, you're loving the Mercer County series? Nice. I like that map a lot. I think it's really well done. MRG does a great job on maps. Dennis Farms did a good job on adding a bunch of content to it as well. So, definitely like that map myself. I'm trying to figure out, my schedule is kind of full between Oklahoma and Mercer, but I really want to get going on Autumn Oaks here in the next couple of days. So I don't know that I want to cancel any of my current series, but I definitely need to carve out some time to start doing some videos on the next series, so we'll have to figure that out. Oh, we got Helper P here behind us, so we're going to get moving here in just a moment so that he can take over. We're at 97, 98. I'm going to start pulling forward. Let him jump in there. Good deal. Dutch Stroop waffles. I don't know if I've ever had a Stroop waffle. Chicken wings sounds good though. Man, now I'm starving. Alright, well, let's whip around here. Yeah, Tim, you can't do, like, well, it depends, but you really can't multi-stream to Twitch once you become partnered because it's against their terms of service. So Facebook is one that I've thought about picking up, but everything I hear from the people who are streaming on Facebook is it's been kind of a disaster and that they don't really treat their streamers very well. There's not really a lot of support from the official mechanisms where, you know, I have to say I've had some problems with YouTube from time to time, but the one thing that they've done well, at least since I became bump past like that 10,000 subscriber mark, is you can actually get a hold of them from a support perspective when you have a problem. But yeah, Twitch, I mean, most of the money in Twitch comes after you've become partnered, and once you become partnered and you can get subs and all that jazz, you're no longer allowed to multi-stream on the platform, so it kind of turned it off for me. Keep going, Helper P. You're good to go. Oh, is Bowhunter jumping out? Oh, you guys are switching. That's what's going on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Take a screenshot. Stranded got busted. I turned around and he's got it all twisted up. Well, that's a crash counter. I'm gonna add a new button for how many times Stranded is crashed on stream. That's what I need to do. Turned around at just the right moment. Have a good one, old man Jeb. It was good having you on. We got our... We're switching some jobs up here. I think Stranded's stepping away for a few minutes here. I guess I can actually push some of this up, although it's looking pretty good. We've got almost 800k of chaff in here so far. Oh, Stranded had to go AFK, but he left himself in the tractor. That's all right. I don't think we're gonna need to pack it for a little bit here. Mason Farms, welcome to the stream there, man. Typical case. Looks broke to me, exactly. That's that new, what do you call it when the different halves of the articulated tractor can pivot different directions there. All right. Oscillating. There you go. So we're getting close to done with this field. We're doing this field on the weirdest angle because that's the angle that the far end of that field starts off at. Continuing to mix it up. It's new, the warranty will cover it. I don't know if that's how the warranty works. Mason Farms, you're doing your first YouTube video? Nice. I found the first videos were both, at the same time, both the hardest and the easiest videos I made for different reasons. They were hard because you're worrying about all kinds of things that probably don't even matter, and then they were super easy because you didn't know about all the things that you wanted to do as you start to improve your content or try to do specific things. Mort's farm. They don't have to know how it broke. Nice. Exactly. We need to be educated, Dairy. Although, if Dairy was on the server, he'd be wanting us to chop it 2 rows at a time with the pull behind. Is American Life of Farming back on console? I'm not sure. I know it was taken down at the same time PC was taken down. I just don't know if they put a version back up. I know that he posted on Facebook today and said that he resubmitted both a PC and a console version of the map. So I'm guessing that it won't pop back up until one of those is approved and put up there. I'm not sure if Stranded is AFK or not. We might try to sneak in alongside him here. Oh, actually, we're going to try and adjust our settings. See if I can figure out if there's a camera setting here somewhere. Doesn't appear to be. Dynamic camera. I swear there was a camera mode that I had somewhere to make it so that it didn't do the weirdness with the buildings. Regardless. Alright, let's get this going. Brian, the mechanics will figure out how it got broken very fast. Probably true. Alright, he's going down. I don't think technically I need to follow him down. It looks like we've got the tedder going. Do we own a windrower? That's a good question. I don't actually know if we own a windrower. Yeah, I think I usually run the advanced settings mod, but I haven't put that on the server. Oh, I had the wrong thing connected. Let's see if we can grab a rake for the hay here. Probably take this bucket off before we head out to the field too. I like this little tractor. It's a little bit easier on the fuel. Oh, for the rake? Nah. I think I'm gonna drop this off right here, though. There we go. Oh. There we go. Oops. Wrong buttons. Let's not unfold the rake in the middle of the yard. Let's see if we can squeeze through here. Rake up a little bit of grass for a change of pace here. Pineapple upside down cake scorpion? That sounds good. Disable vehicle collision mod, that sounds right. But yeah, I think I'm used to using it with the additional game settings mod. Although I guess, oh, they got it. Cool. Where everybody's switching out for different jobs here. Making cakes for the upside down cupcakes. Oh, that's nice for the farmers market on Saturday. Nice. I would definitely buy some pineapple upside down cupcakes. Moritz Farms, thanks for hanging out on the stream tonight. Have a good one, sir. And what happened at the end of this field? I don't know what this is. There's this dirt swath here. It looks like we must have forgot to seed the grass here on the very end of this field. That's interesting. Whatever. Ah. There's a little bit of discussion as to how we ended up with a cultivated swath at the end of the grass field here. It was one of those hired helpers. You just can't get good help these days. I've got to find a larger American-style windrower hay rake for the server. This one is kind of small. Grim Reaper has a question about the vertical silos on Oklahoma. You're wondering if they're fermenting silos or just storage silos. I actually don't know. I haven't had a chance to use them yet. If I had to guess, though, I'm guessing that they're just storage, based on which farms have them, but I'm not sure. Get a twin rotor rake. Yeah, I gotta find some of that before I start my Autumn Oaks series. I want to try and find some different options. I mean, we had a rake like this that we used when we were doing hay and stuff, but we'll have to try some stuff on a little bit different style. I wouldn't mind just using a merger as well. At least then, you know, you go down one way and you come back up the other and you're putting twice this width into one pile. Might help out a little bit. Hey, it's J. Joe in the stream. Good to see ya. But yeah, Toby, I don't know that they make, you know, anything that's much wider. I think that it's just if you use the other style, you can essentially have, you know, double up the amount of ground you're putting into a single windrow because you're taking it down and then coming back up on the other side of it and piling both sides of that into the same swath, so to speak. Yeah, that Crone Swatro that I've seen, in fact, I think we might even have it on the server. You know, that's a little bit more, I haven't seen those as much in the U.S., at least not in the area I'm at. We're going the wrong way. I forget that I wanted to take off more headland passes this time. Although with this big cultivated swath down here, I guess I could probably get away without an extra headland, but the other areas we might need. But yeah, that Crone Swatro is the size that I would like. But haven't seen anything like that in FS19 yet. Heath, what's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to in FS22? The performance improvements, to be honest. The fact that Farming Simulator runs so much worse than any other game that I own is surprising to me, so. But other than that, if we're talking about gameplay mechanics, I'm looking forward to seeing how, to seeing how they do seasons. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they bake that into the game. The fact that it's going to be actual month-based and such, I think there's going to be a lot more flexibility with how they're implementing it based on the little tidbits I've seen. So I can't wait to see the announcements tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss all of the Giants live streams tomorrow afternoon, as I'll be at the doctor, but we'll see how it goes. I'll be catching them after the fact tomorrow. Yeah, Julian, so the tedder thing doesn't mean... I mean, that would be nice on this server, but in general, with seasons, most of the time I never have to use a tedder because you're just letting the grass dry out naturally. wow, we've got negative money. All the leasing. I should probably put some money back in the bank. I think that we're either trying to fill up the gas or repair some machinery here with some of the other people on the other end of the field there. But yeah, I can't wait to see some real gameplay footage. I think they said that the gameplay footage is going to be on Thursday. I forget. I was looking at the schedule earlier today. I just don't recall. Yeah, Toby, I mean, we never had a tedder. We only ever raked it. And you might have let it sit for an afternoon or something after you raked it up if it was a little damp underneath, but we just let it dry out. Yeah, Mason, we're almost at our loan cap, so we don't have a lot of flexibility on how much money we've got here to play around with on this farm. Bucket, it's definitely rained on the hay before, but most of the time it would dry back out, you know, as long as you didn't get a lot of rain. We usually just paid attention to when we were cutting it so that we, you know, we knew it was going to have some time to dry. We were usually not up against any bad weather when we were doing hay. You would only cut it if you knew you had a few days for it to dry out. I think we're going to try and get going on straight up and down rows for the rest of this so I can use GPS. There we go. Yeah, Logman, American Life of Farming. We'll be checking autumn oaks out here over the next few days. I think I'll try to get an episode out for that maybe on Thursday. And maybe we'll live stream on that on Thursday. I've been enjoying doing the live streams on the multiplayer server, but I also want to get going on American Life Autumn Oaks as well. So we might have to shift things up a little bit later in the week here. We need GPS on because we're going the opposite of straight right now. All right, well, let's see if this is going to help us out a little bit here. We're having just a smidge of server lag here. There we go. This will make life a little bit easier. For chopping hay, a lot of time the mergers you use could make windrows twice that size. Yeah, exactly. We're straightening out our row here a little bit. We've been going crooked. Logman raking is one of the most satisfying end results. Nice. It's kind of like mowing the yard. Now, it's interesting. This was cut at a much different angle than the 180 from Farm Sim. I'm trying to figure out what angle I need to go on with GPS to rake this up in the same way that it was mowed. Let's try this again. We'll just do an A-B track going this way. Hopefully we can find it. It was definitely done with GPS. There we go. I think my GPS just jumped from the 5-degree angle to 0. Looking forward to the new map Liberty Fields that Farm Sim guy showcased. Yeah, that does look like a good map. I'm curious to see how it turns out. There were some things on there. When I saw the preview, it looked like an amazing map. You know, something based in Illinois. It's definitely going to be a great map for, you know, corn country, right? So it'll be fun to see how some of those big fields are, for sure. Going to be some epic corn harvesting going on a map like that. Yeah, Logman, in real life, you don't really have a sense of, am I on the appropriate angle for farm sim? You just kind of start on the edge of a field and work your way over, usually. Cody, what farm tubers do I watch? Honestly, right now, aside from the Millennial Farmer, I haven't been watching that many YouTube channels. I'll say the only other one that I watch every single episode of would be Grant Hilbert's channel. You know, the man behind the squad, right? He's just an entertaining guy and living the dream, being a first-generation farmer. So it's been fascinating to watch his channel and him start farming from scratch. It's been a lot of fun watching him figure out how to do things and just be really honest about it. I really enjoyed his content. Watch the one that people don't is One Lonely Farmer. I don't know if I've seen that one. I'll say one great farming show, I'll use the air quotes here, that I've recently watched was Clarkson's Farm on Amazon. The one with Jeremy Clarkson. That was a really well done show. I mean, it was funny, but I felt like it did a really good job of kind of showcasing a, you know, mid-sized UK-based farm. I mean, I think he had like 1,000 acres or something like that he farmed with one other guy, and it was really entertaining to see all the struggles he ran into trying to farm over the past year. So highly recommend checking out that series on Amazon for anybody that was interested. I think it was like 8 episodes long, and was really entertaining, and I thought did a great job of kind of showing off farming in the UK. And it's very different than what I'm used to in the US for sure. So highly, highly recommend checking that out. Clarkson's Farm. It's got Jeremy Clarkson in it. Clarkson, S-O-N. Sorry, we're having a chat with the members. Yeah, Tim, it was hilarious with the Lamborghini tractor. I thought it was really well done. I was upset because I was like, oh man, I've got to go now get a Lamborghini tractor. And that was a Farm Sim 17 thing that they had the Lamborghini in the game. I forgot that they didn't bring that forward into FS19. T-Man, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. I'm going to see a surgeon tomorrow afternoon myself, so I will be out in the afternoon doing that myself. But yeah, Tim, I'll get things done faster quote was awesome. And I think what I liked most about the series was the fact that they didn't edit out all of the parts where all the locals kind of don't really seem to like him that much. And so he's always doing hilarious things. He's always kind of pushing things. And then, yeah, they didn't edit out a lot of the stuff that I would have thought maybe they would have. Yeah, when he started doing the sheep and he got kicked pretty hard there in one episode. It was a good time. It was a good time. Anybody that hasn't seen this show, you should definitely go watch it. Austin Stanley, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Logman, I do have a farming background. About 25 years ago now, I worked on a farm. We had about 800 acres. It was me and one older gentleman. We ran 800 acres, so had a lot of fun, learned a lot, miss it a lot. We did corn and soybeans in southern Minnesota. And then I worked on a hog farm for maybe a year and a half after that. Off and on, helped out on a dairy farm. So a little bit of experience here and there for, I don't know, how long was I farming? A little bit over here, like 5-6 years of farming off and on. My sister still lives on a farm, although they own a manufacturing company now. And then I have a bunch of friends out in southern Minnesota still that work on farms and stuff, so I still talk to them quite a bit. So it looks like we've about finished up the corn silage over here. Maybe I will see if I can start a worker off on this. I don't know if a worker's going to do 5 degrees. Ooh, he is going to do 5 degrees. So we're going to let the worker go on this hay for a second. And come over here. Bradley, South Central Minnesota. Yeah, I was born down in the Albert Lea area, so that's about as South Central as you get. It looks like we might be on our last pass of corn here. We're chopping up a bit here. Latency doesn't look that bad on the server, but there's just been some rubber banding here. It looks like my internet's chopping out. And so I've got an error up here on my YouTube window saying YouTube is experiencing some issues. So if you start seeing a little bit of stutter in the stream here, hopefully it's going to catch up here in just a moment. We'll give it a second to stabilize, hopefully. I'm just going to double check a couple of things here while we're waiting for the internet to come back in. Mostly the weather map. We've been having some bad storms here in the area. Oh, New Ulm, there you go. Not too far away. Yeah, right at where I-90 and I-35 cross in Minnesota there. It's the crossroads in the middle of nowhere. Because Albert Lea is just not that big of a place. We're definitely dropping some frames here, and it looks like it's probably my internet. So I'm hoping it comes back here. It's not horrible here, but we've hit like 2% frame rate drop, so I'm taking it easy here for just a minute while we let this stabilize. We've been having nothing but storms. So yeah, let's grab the other header here. And we're going to start picking up some of this hay. Oops, I don't want to buy it anyway. I want to lease this thing. There we go. And Lugman, yeah, my uncle lives in Mankato, so I'm very familiar. Oh, we've got a traffic jam. Looks like Bow Hunter's going to run up to the store here and grab the other pickup header for our... Oh, we already leased one. All right. This is what happens when I don't pay attention to the members' voice chat. They've got all kinds of plans for me. I hear about a half of them. So how much silage did we end up with here? It looks like my internet's just starting to come back now, so we're going to hope that continues. We've got 1.15 million, a little bit less now that Stranded sent it to the moon. Looks like this silage blade is doing an awesome job, though, of keeping it all nice and packed in here. And then, yeah, we're going to put all the hay that we get off of the grass field in our silos for feed, so... Yeah, Permas, we had a severe thunderstorm warning, like, 5 minutes before the stream here, or not 5 minutes, like 50 minutes before the stream, and lost power at the house here. So I was really worried we weren't going to be streaming at all. Daniel, you guys have been terrible all day up in the Port Huron area. Yeah. Yeah, it's been one of those days. So yeah, T-Man, the silage blade looks like a keeper. Absolutely. So everybody that's used it, I think almost everybody's taken a turn on it behind the scenes here, has said how amazing the silage blade is. I mean, I've had so many silage, like pushing stuff in Farm Sim just not work very well at all. But this thing will just push everything, and it tips every which way. You can clean it. But it looks great. It works good. And it'll work on snow, too, which is kind of fun to push snow around the yard with a giant blade, so... Scorpion, you've got a silage factory. I'd be curious to see what that looks like. I'm not sure what a silage factory is. Yeah, Toby, you gotta get a better banker. You just gotta be able to pick up that phone and be like, hey, I need an X9 today. Can you just wire some money over to the dealer for me? It's that easy. But yeah, this thing, I mean, this just pushes the silage around. No problem whatsoever. Step back into it here. Now, compacting this, the compaction's only at 59%, which is going to be a problem if we can't get up on top of this to pack it down a little bit more. Gotta drive up on top of it here. Might have to make a little bit more of a ramp here to get this big case up there. Oh no, look at that thing. It's a tank. Look at that. No problem whatsoever getting up on top of the pile here. Yeah, T-Man, this thing, whoa. Whoa, I fell off. That'd have been a broken leg, probably. Well, let's stand over here out of the way and watch. Oh, the global company. Oh, it's not a global company factory, but it was something similar. Yeah, I mean, this bunker's a little bit weird in that the silage comes up above it a little bit. I'd probably prefer if the fill plane was dropped down a little bit, but it's got kind of an interesting thing to keep it off the edge here so you can get it back out later, I guess. Silage bunkers always work a little bit weird in Farm Sim, and so you're always losing a few percent here or there, I find. So it's always difficult to do these things. This is why I like the U-shaped silage bunkers more, so you're just jamming it all the way into the back and just continually pushing it all in one direction. But yeah, this silage blade worked really good. To just, it pushed all the chaff everywhere that we needed it, and you know, I've probably never had a silage pile look quite this good. And I ran the BGA on my FSN server for months and did a lot of silage packing, so this is a good looking pile. Let me find the other truck here, or maybe everybody's got the trucks. We're going to borrow... This is probably Godly's tractor here. We need to maybe grab the windrower here. Oh, it looks like the worker's actually doing a good job here. The good thing with this forage harvester is that it goes 12 miles an hour, so now that we've windrowed some of it up, he's going to be going pretty good clip here, it looks like. Did I ever come across any carrot fields in Albert Lee, Logman? I don't think so. I know there was a lot of potatoes in the area, kind of just to the northeast of Albert Lee, but I don't recall ever coming across carrot fields in any scale. Austin, we just finished up a large cornfield here. We chopped this cornfield into silage, and now we're raking up some hay and picking it up. As long as we have the forage harvester here, we're picking it up and storing it loose in our silos. Yeah, JJo, if you're on the server, you can definitely come jump out. We've got a few different pieces of equipment here that you can jump into if you want. Angus Farms, good night. Appreciate you coming and hanging out on the stream today. Josh, how long are we going? We usually go to about 11. We'll probably see how far we get going on this field here. We're almost done tedding here. Buck. We've got the piece. Logman, you were hauling carrots with your dad and all the fields were down there. Interesting. I'm trying to think who would have been growing carrots down there. Like at one point back in the day, I knew a good chunk of the farmers in the area, but it's been so long since I've been down there talking to farmers. That's actually where I'm going to go hang out, is down in that area this fall. I've got a couple of people lined up. I'm going to go hang out on their farms in the southern Minnesota, the area there. Get to drive some different equipment, hopefully. Jahan Channel, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you as always. Havoc, good to see you, man. How you doing? Bradley, you're playing Oklahoma map and saw the billboard for my channel. Well, I have to say, when DJ Modding, he DM'd me one day and was like, hey, can you send me your logo or something? I want to put it on a billboard in the map, and I was just like, what? I mean, yeah, I'll do it. But I was really humbled that he even offered to do that. And then to see just that long line of billboards from all these awesome content creators in FS19. I just thought it was a really cool thing for him to do. So I was very humbled that he even thought to include me in that, and B, I thought it was cool to kind of see my name up in lights alongside so many other great contributors to the community. Oh, Josh, yeah, I'm giving you times in there out of context. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it's 10:40 right now where I'm at. T-Man, that silage blade is not the pit bull. That's also a cool silage blade. Let me pull it up here. So you're thinking of this pit bull mod here, which is a great silage blade, but the one we're using is this brand new K9 Dozer Blade that Carl Farms just released, and this is something that works on his new AFS Connect Steiger series right now. I've heard that it should work on the John Deere 9630 as well, but I haven't had a chance to test that out. Appreciate the kind words, Buck. We've definitely been trying to keep up with the content. The last few weeks have been chaotic in our household, but It has been, we've been keeping up, we've been getting tossed, this is not me complaining, but we've been getting tossed so many early access things lately that the regular content has gotten backlogged a bit as we've been showing off all these awesome upcoming maps and mods and stuff, so it's always cool to see so many new things coming out for the game. I was honestly one of the people that was probably being a little bit skeptical about how much life Farm Sim 19 still had. I was thinking we were going to see this like lull and there was going to be no mods and nothing new coming out until FS22, but the modders have really been going crazy the last few weeks, so I'm super excited to see all of the great mods that are coming out. I've probably got, I want to say 2 or 3 more things that I need to showcase out for people here soon. So, you know, stay tuned for some more, you know, mod spotlights, mod preview type videos here in the next week or so. Francisco, welcome to the stream. Ryan, good to see you. Joey, yeah, I've had a number of people say it works great with the John Deere, so we might have to try that out here. My Autumn Oaks playthrough is most likely going to be a John Deere farm, I think. So we'll have to see. But there's some stuff that I want to, I definitely want to try out there. So we've got J. Joe joining the server here real quick. But yeah, Scorpion, the modders have just kept it going. Like, I have to say, you know, the last few weeks, there's been so many new things I can barely keep up. And yeah, Scorpion, I've got the John Deere mower. I've got the latest and greatest from Polycount. They sent me an even newer version. I think they sent me the one that they submitted to Giants for testing. So that mod's pretty much going to be released here any day now, it feels like. So can't wait. And I've got a great U.S. forage harvester chopper John Deere that I wanted to try out. I think custom modding Americanized the John Deere forage harvester that got released in the what did Giants do, the Kemper DLC free pack a while back. And so I've not had a chance to really put that thing through its paces here in a series yet, because I don't typically do much with silage or forage harvesting or anything like that, chopping. Justin, how you doing? We are doing good tonight. We are getting more jobs done tonight than I expected. We're getting very efficient at the forage harvesting here on the server, chopping silage. We got that field done really quick tonight. Helps that we were able to buy some additional equipment. Hey, somebody cut it at this weird 5-degree angle. The members are heckling me on voice chat in my ear here. Typical Ketter Farms school of driving. It's a little bit sloppy over there in places. Yeah, Joey, I can't wait for FarmCon announcements myself. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss them live. I was really hoping to live stream, do some commentary, and kind of hang out with people during the live stream that Giants is doing, and do kind of a restream of it. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be around. I'll be sitting in a doctor's office during the stream, so I'll have to catch up on it afterwards. So let's go ahead and get this rake parked up here. So I think one of the things we're going to do next, and maybe we'll do this next stream. I have to decide if we're going to do another multiplayer stream on Thursday, or if we're going to maybe live stream getting things set up on Autumn Oaks. But if we do live stream this, I think the next thing we're going to be doing is getting some alfalfa planted and taking a look at what other crops that we need to put in on the farm here. If we take a quick look here, we've been growing cows on the farm, And so our cows are finally starting to take off here. We started with 25 and then we bumped it up to 50. And so you can see they're starting to reproduce. We're starting to make some milk and slurry here. So I think things are going to start picking up on this farm pretty quickly here. What I haven't figured out, though, is how these calves work. So we've bought the calves. We've got them in here. And they're pretty awesome because they're all animated and they look really cool. We gave them milk, and so it looks like they're going to reproduce. I don't know if they're actually going to reproduce or if when the reproduction counter counts down, if that means that it creates a new cow in the barn here. And so we're going to kind of wait and see how this goes. Yeah, Joey, tell the doctor to put Twitch on the TV there for me. Yeah, the plan is to have an earbud in and just kind of listen to it, but unfortunately it is a surgical consult, so I might want to listen to what he has to say before I let him start cutting me open. No mods were crashed in the making of this video. Well, actually, we did finally add our whatchamajigger. We had a legitimate reason to use it earlier today when we ran over some crops. So we've got our standard disclaimer now here in YouTube. T-Man, you've got the Dozer Blade. Nice. Yeah, this has been an awesome mod. Definitely the MVP tonight, this Dozer Blade. And anybody who drove the tractor except me has done an awesome job of stacking this silage up here, so. I was here, well, there's my UI. I was here to check, we're at 87, 88% compaction here, so almost done there. And yeah, I'm gonna run out here and grab either the forage harvester or a truck here. Looks like we've kind of ground to a halt. We've had a crash. It looks like it's not loading the grass here for some reason, or the hay. Oh, helper P's jumping out. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Now we're loading hay. See if we can avoid running into him without being able to see exactly how far away we are. Yeah, Justin, I'm not having surgery tomorrow. I'm just visiting the surgeon to understand when and what that's going to be like, so we'll have more information tomorrow, but hopefully nothing too major. Sounds like I'll be down for the next 4 to 6 weeks or so, not doing any major physical activity. Oh, crash counter. My bad. Sounds like we didn't pack enough silage while we were pushing it into a pile. We're in the dreaded driving back and forth on top of it right now. Yeah, T-Man, too much reading chat, ran right into him. I have to say, the lighting and stuff on this map has been pretty well done. I do like the glow over the trees like that. It makes for some great screenshots for sure. Get a little bit further up here so he doesn't have to throw so far. The rake is the standard base game 8.5 meters, I think. 8.5 meters. So we're going to let somebody else pick that up. Now, all of this hay should be going into our silos because we're going to use it for feed. And so sometimes it's just easier to run and dump and let the next truck behind you take over rather than trying to go for full here since we're so close to the farm. Let's see if I can get backed into this little door area. Here we go. Not quite lining it up, but oh, that's not too bad. We'll take it. Luckily, Farm Sim is not high-level activity. Yeah, there you go. That's kind of what I said. It was like, well, I pretty much just sit in front of the computer anyway, so I can handle that. Although, that's been kind of the problem, is sitting in one place for too long has been a bit painful lately, so we'll have to see how it goes. I might have to take a couple of nights off from live streaming, but it should actually make it easier to focus on getting videos done for a little while, so we'll see how it goes. Nitro, you farm in Pine Island. I'm not sure exactly where that's at, but when I do get around to getting out here and visiting some farms, I'll definitely be reaching out to the community and trying to line up as many people as I can. Oh, I forgot. Godly Devil's got one of those nice loading wagons. That would be a nice addition to the farm here rather than having to use the forage harvester for everything. Oh, goodness. Tickle in my throat. Apologies. The Sesame Street letter for today is J. Yeah, I'm just noticing all the icons and the slight color variation on the different people with J's in their names. I probably pulled too far forward here. I'm gonna switch out on this truck on the way back down. We missed a patch of corn there too. Oh. That's what I did last time. Alright, we should be able to take over here somewhere on the other end of this field is my guess. It looks like JJo's getting pretty full here. JN Channels, it was good. JN Channel, it was good to see you in chat. Have a good evening. Oh, JJo's done. I need to get up here. Oh, everybody's going crazy. Jax Mods, hello and welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. So it looks like we're just... Oh, we missed a swath in the middle there with the windrower. That's fascinating. Redacted, it's good to see you in the chat. Have a good evening, sir. Yeah, it's one of the fun things that I've had for me personally, starting to stream here on a regular schedule, is seeing so many familiar faces in chat night after night. It's a lot more fun for me to feel like we're starting to, you know, kind of build a community. It's not just new people joining every night, which I love having new people in the chat too, but I love getting to know people. I love building communities, so really appreciate everybody that's coming out and joining the stream and hanging out with me here. Makes it that much more entertaining for me, hopefully for you guys. Sounds like there's some big plans for this Steiger that we've got on the farm here. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, so we had a cornfield here, And so this needs to be plowed now because of base game mechanics. And we'll probably get a plow here. We've got a 5.3. There's a whole bunch of chatter. We're trying to figure out what the best plow is to get on the farm here. Yeah, I would get that big tandem 375. That's going to be the biggest bang for the buck, I think, with this big tractor that we've already got leased. That's my guess. I'm thinking this guy right here is going to be the plow that we end up with. But we'll see. Sounds like Stranded's shopping. Yeah, permas, we didn't get the Landau on this particular server. We've got it on the other server. That's going to be on my Autumn Oaks server again, though, because I absolutely love that plow. Especially because it has the customization to tip it in the different directions and such. I don't see that in a lot of the plows. And there's a lot of these maps that have more of the rolling terrain. And so it's so much nicer to be able to adjust that. We had our HUD off. I was not sure how full we were. J. Joe's down there to take over for me, though. Exactly. It'd match my New Holland theme here as well. Well, luckily we're just leasing this case plow here to go with the case tractor, so we'll have to see. I want to see how hard it would be to add the mount for that big blade to that nice New Holland that we've got, because we've got we've got this guy right here, this T9. I would love to get that Carl Farms Dozer Blade on the front of this thing. That would be the ultimate plan. So I might have to do a modding video here at some point of me, or a live stream like I did last Thursday, and see if I can figure that out. We're gonna cut him off. Nope, we're gonna jackknife our semi. He probably would have got there faster. Oh, I'm backing up to the opening, not the dump point here. My goodness. We've got this big traffic jam here. I could probably just pull up alongside this. I don't think I have to actually put the trailer into the pit, but we're gonna go for it. I just hate the camera around these silos. There's a good angle. You can't see what you're doing. There we go. Stop. Need a sunflower disc. That would be a nice behind the red thing. There you go. They have a FS19 sunflower implement. I don't know that I've seen one. All right, let's see if we can get back out here. I'm guessing with all of the, between the talking and the backing up, or lack of backing up skills, I'm guessing J-Joe's going to be getting close to full down here. Brian, what map is this one? This is the American Life of Farming map that we're playing here. This is one of the multiplayer servers. Oh, he's not nearly as full as I thought he'd be. Oh, he's gonna take off. We'll zip up here. Permas, there is a sunflower implement, you're just not sure where. Yeah, I feel like I've seen one somewhere. Tim, thanks for coming out to the stream tonight. As always, appreciate you, sir. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. I'm seeing just a little bit of chop here again. Hopefully the internet can hold it together. We're on our last pass down this field. Toby, you're not aware if there's a public one. There might be some private stuff out there, though. John Deere Farms, I definitely need to come out and visit you. You said you guys have got an X9, right? I would love to come and take a ride in an X9 out in the field. Brian Peck, welcome to the stream. We are doing amazing here tonight on my end. We've been busy. We chopped all the silage in that cornfield over there, and now we're just wrapping up, picking up our hay. This is our final pass here outside of maybe a little bit of cleanup. It looks like there's one little bit of windrow. Oh, Godly Devil's getting the one spot I was looking at, so we're good to go here. Toby, that's funny. Yeah, it's probably not too uncommon. Like, there's a lot of overlap, I feel like, between some of the brands and the implements, because you get people that are moving around and they're just kind of copying each other in a lot of ways as well anyway, so wouldn't surprise me if there was some overlap between the designers there, or the designers moved from one company to another. All right, let's see here. We're already messing this up. Oh, well, John Deere Farms, I'm going to be right up in your area this fall anyway. We'll have to set something up. Whenever I go back to Minnesota, I always go up to Starbuck and visit my grandparents are buried up there. Oh, multiplayer servers bouncing around a little bit again. Minor rubber banding. So I think we should probably wash this thing off. It's absolutely filthy. Let's park this thing right over here next to our pressure washer. See if we can get some of this mud off of here. There we go. Yeah, that's one of the things from FSN. It's weird. In my single player saves, I don't really pay that much attention to how dirty my equipment gets sometimes. But on multiplayer, I always did. Because on FSN, you'd get fined if you had a bunch of dirty equipment sitting outside. So we picked up this big disc here. And Stranded is taking advantage of the fact that we've got this awesome big AFS Connect Steiger here, and it's looking like it's doing a good job. We don't own a plow on the farm yet because we've been doing mostly grass work, so this is working out really good. So this is gonna do a short work on this field. If we actually just pop open the mini map here, you can see it's not that big of a field, so he's gonna knock that out pretty quick, it looks like. Oh, and we got somebody joining here. Looks like Nagi's coming in. However, I think for me, this is probably a good spot to wrap up the stream for tonight. We've gotten 2 big jobs done tonight on the multiplayer server. I think next time we're going to be setting things up a little bit different, try to grab something different Thursday night so we're not just running silage again. So we'll figure out what that's going to be, but we will be live again on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll figure out what we're going to do there by sometime midday on Thursday for sure. Keith, welcome to the chat. It's good to see you, man. I do not actually know if there's a Fendt MT 1167 out there. I've not done a whole lot with Fendt. But for me, this is going to be a good spot to wrap things up. Appreciate everyone coming out tonight. And we'll be looking for some Autumn Oaks videos over the next couple of days. So stay tuned for that on the channel. And as always, have a wonderful evening. That's all for today. Ketterk out.